Hey everybody, how's everybody doing today? Hold up. What's up everybody? Now I have the mic on. Hope everybody's having a good day today. I have some exciting news, but I'm gonna have to step away for a brief second. Have to throw my laundry in the dryer real quick, and then I'll be right back. In the meantime, enjoy the lathe spinning. Today we're gonna put together that transparent purple. It's dense purple amethyst. It's colored by Lunar Glass. And last night we made the transparent black bell-shaped foot. That's going to be the foot for their shot glass. So this is something I'm going to be making for my sister. But I have exciting news in a little bit. If y'all just be a little patient and wait till I get back. In the meantime, enjoy the view. Talk to each other. If anybody's asking what's going on, and any of my homies that have been with me and rocking with me these past few streams can explain, that would be dope. I would definitely love to come back to some interesting things in the chat. Tell me about your day, y'all. How y'all doing today? Where y'all coming from today? I don't know if y'all could hear me. Let me know if you could hear me. But I also just put a poll up in the comments. So please participate. That's part of the exciting news for today. Get you down a little bit. All right, give me 10 seconds. Appreciate everybody. Well, Mr. Terps. That sounds like a fair deal to me. Check out my website, y'all. ZachHDesign.com. You know what's crazy? I didn't even start the washer. I just did for a second to put my wet clothes into the dryer, and I never even started the machine. Nuts. But I was looking into the Streamlabs app. Mr. Terps, everybody say what up to Mr. Terps. Thank you, Mr. Terps. And they do those giveaway. They have like giveaway generator, whatever programs included in it. But I have to figure out if that's something I could just do from my phone and kind of do it how I'm doing now, or if I really need to like use my laptop, and then I have to figure out how to do a proper camera setup. I just, dropped the money on the gimbal, so be dope to be able to continue to use the gimbal. Give me one more sec. I'm just gonna get some water real quick. Alright, everybody. I think it might be time almost to smack this mic on my shirt. Up. Here we go. Alright, riddle me this in the comment section real quick. Do you like the sound better like this? This is number 1. Or do you like it better like this? This is number 2. So do you like number 2 better? Or do you like number 1 better? So do you like number 1 better? Or do you like number 2 better? Alright, we got one from Danny Foos. What up, Larry Wade? What up, Mats? Damn, 2. Well, we got 2 for 1, 3 for 1. Sorry, an hour. Michael, Robert, Dane beat you 2. 3 versus 1, yo. We can make this into an interesting topper also, but I am gonna give this to my sister. Oh, so part of the exciting news, I'm working out a sponsorship with one of the glass companies that I get the raw materials from. I had the idea last night as I was shopping for some raw materials to try to do some new funky stuff with for the live in general, have some sales. I had to get some materials to fill some orders, and I wanted to see if they would be down to be a sponsor. Maybe hook me up with some type of, affiliate code, create a program for me. Because I also showed them, I tried to flex these YouTube stats numbers. If y'all been with me, I'm not making squat from this yet. So appreciate all the loves, likes, subscribes, follows. Help me do things to increase that monetization value. Definitely have good things to save the money for. But so talk to them about creating a program for me, and they seem to be down. And I think I'm going to be able to get a code for 10% off all glass for any of y'all that are interested in trying to do something like this. And some of the equipment can be really expensive also. This torch was $1,800 to $2,200. This lathe was a little under $8K. My oxygen concentrator was $14K, and my oven was $4K. The ventilation was, you could just go on and on and on. But they're going to be putting together, so we talked about some starter kits. And they don't really have good margins on some of the stuff, like the torch, for example. But I negotiated for 5% off. So it's if they only have a 10% margin, your first order, at least the first time you would be trying to set this up, you could get a 5% off on that, which I think is super dope. And then I'm trying to set it up where you get a discount, an even larger discount, every single time you go to get glass. Or to get glass, you know, to send to me to make you some custom piece or something like that. So we got 1 1 2 1 1, so 1 2 3 4 5 for number 1, and 1 2 3. Oh, Nor, you said it 3 times, dog. You said it. That's all you, dog. It doesn't count. Come on, dog. So a combination, if you know my history. Right now, I've been trying to, like, I have 15 peak toppers on my site that I think are super dope that are just not moving. And I think part of the reason is because my main Instagram got taken down like right before the Christmas holiday season and seriously destroyed my promo abilities. And now it's like, you know, January. This is not usually the time people are starting to, like, they just had the holiday season. But I have like 15 toppers already ready to go. And I haven't really been doing any Carta stuff in a while. And the Bomb Official is the same size as the Puffco when it comes to toppers, pretty much. So I figured I'd try to branch out into some glassware. You know, what if I could make you a glass that matches the topper, and I can make a matching Q-tip station, and we could, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's a whole bunch of things we could do that would be dope to create sets on the stream. But I love doing giveaways. I think giveaways are like one of the dopest ways to have some type of mutual growth in the community, you know? It's like, it doesn't cost you anything. Or maybe we do some things where you have to like shoot me like 100 jewels or rubies, whatever that means, to enter the giveaway, you know, and just have some dope art prizes. Or I don't know, we'll figure it out. But I feel like doing giveaways is a good way to kind of give back without asking for too much, you know, and kind of like a cool thing for everybody, especially if you win and I do giveaways frequently. Shoot, there are some people on this channel, on YouTube, that seems like they make a living doing giveaways. So shoot, help me monetize this, you know, get enough people subscribing, occasionally down to, you know, shoot your boy a Cash App, or, you know, do one of those tips. I'll do a giveaway every day. I won't charge for the art. I just need a way to make some money. And this is the way I've chosen that I would like to do it. Alright, I'm gonna just pick up this heat a little bit more. I really want this transparent black on the right side to get warm, soak up that heat. Hey man, I appreciate that. Let me shout everybody out right now. Let me shout everybody out right now that I see, whose names I can pronounce. Larry Wade, what up? Dane, what up? Robert 5235, what up? Michael, Nauer, Asba, Michael, Tommy Lean, Lesney, Tommy Lesney, what up? Mr. Terps, my man. Corey Hardy, 730, what up, dog? Appreciate it. It's been a long time, you know, trying to get this thing together. Eagle Keeper, what up, dog? Don't know what language that is, but hello, B Icon, what up? Stinky Brown Pinky, what up? That's fun. Oh man, that's a funny name. Patching the Hens, what up? Where y'all tapping in from today? Where's everybody coming from? Stay for more than 15 seconds, y'all. So that's one of the things I was looking into too. So I don't remember who it was gave me the idea yesterday to start having like music in the mix. So I'm looking into like YouTube creator music, but I have no idea how to set that up during the live stream. I'm like looking at my computer right now. I have YouTube Studio open, so I'm gonna have to watch a YouTube tutorial to figure this out. What up, Patch and the Fans? The UK, Polk County, Florida, tapping in. Jay LeMay, Thomas, what up? Austin, Texas. I'm in Virginia. Can you see this? 13 seconds. Let's kick this up to 8 minutes. That's what I would like to see. What about you? What would you like to see? I know some of y'all might want to, before I do this assembly, and there's a lot of other things for us to do today as well. But let's do a little tour. So right now there's no shrubbery in here for all you newcomers. What I have in here, working on right now, smash them like some emojis, subscribe, is my 3D printer. Well, I guess we found the person to block. Let's see. Hide user on this channel. I think that's the only option that I have to get this guy out of here. Garbaggio. Get out of here. We don't need that trash. Have the ventilation system up in here to shoot into my vent. Let me do the slow walk zoom in, or try to. This is what I'm putting together right now. So basically, I'm gonna be, let me get something like a little pointer. This will do. All right, let me rest my hand on this real quick. So basically, I'm gonna be superheating this part. As I heat it, it's gonna be like melting back, and I'm gonna puff to kind of like punch it into this section here. So this section right here, the face, is what I'm gonna be getting super hot, because when they're super heated, they can kind of like mush and become one uniform piece. So I'm gonna mush them together, and then I'm gonna yap off this part right here, and that's gonna be like the foot of the base. Appreciate that. Hand torch, GTT Mirage, Mad Hatter's Bunsen, Vivo Sun. I'm not sponsored by any of these people, by the way. Bamboo P1S in the tent with a Tapo camera and some mod I found on one of the websites. Oxygen concentrator machine. So oxygen is pretty much free at this point. It's like 15 cents a fill up. This is the gimbal with the remote I be messing with. You see me use, also not sponsored by any of these people. Griller can last. I know some of y'all think like, yo, this dude is wasting a dumb amount of propane. Not really, folks. It could last like 5 days to 2 weeks, depending on how hard I'm going. So think about all the things I can make in that time and, expense this out. Appreciate everybody smashing the like, shooting me a subscribe. Stay for more than 15 seconds. Stay for more than 30 seconds. Come kick it with us. Make a new friend in the comment section. Get ready for these dope ass giveaways to come in, to take effect, Let me know if you heard me talk about I'm setting up that sponsorship, that like affiliate or / sponsorship with the glass company I buy materials from. So if you're trying to do this yourself, like some of these machines are really, really expensive, so they don't really do discounts, period. And I'm negotiating like a 5% off for customers, where I get 0% commission on that. But stuff like the glass, and other lower ticket items, I'll take a commission on that. You know what, honestly, I don't even want to, before I get started, shake out the nerves a little bit. Like, I really like this purple, dog. This is a really nice purple. And it's for my sister. I mean, no matter who I'm making anything for, I want it to look as, the best I could do it. But it's my sister, so it has to be, extra dope. Maybe I can like put some opals on it. I don't know if she likes opals. I don't know if y'all know what an opal is. Show people in a past live stream. I'm gonna move this Bunsen nozzle. Let's get that here. This one a little bit further than that one. Bam. Alright. And that thing I'm doing in the meantime, man, it is still cold in here. By the way, we also have more bases prepped for and we have other sections prepped for more shot glasses. Right now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 done. This would be number 6. And I'm gonna be putting them up on my website. But right now, the reason why I stepped away for a second is because is a oil burner, you mean like a candle? Like an old school candle? That's what I'm thinking of right now. Oh, buddy, dude, people go crazy. I mean, I appreciate all, every comment, every interaction, it all counts. People talk about my clothing sometimes or whatever. Someone said it looked like I pooped my pants yesterday. I was like, what are you talking about? I lifted up my sweatshirt and I did a little spin around for everybody. Like what is this kid talking about? I'm saying kid, I don't know, it could have been a 90-year-old man for all I know, It's like, dang. I'm trying to curse less, and instead of saying the F word or the S word, I say dang, like D-A-N-G. Kind of started the more time I spent with my little cousins, I don't want to, just feels like a more kosher thing to say. Dang, yeah. Instead of saying you guys, became y'all or fam. Let you look at the propane real quick. So we talked about giveaways before. Make sure you vote on that poll if you would be interested in me doing a giveaway. And I mean, I'm going to be doing it, but if you would participate in those giveaways. We get a lot of people, in these streams, but nobody really sticks around for that one. Or I'm sorry, that's rude. Not many people stick around for a significant enough amount of time for us to really make some real ad revenue. If I can make some real ad revenue, I'm lowering the prices on all the glass that I make. So I'd rather not make money trying to charge some ridiculous amount of money for Nah, for the person who said plugs, nah. One of the things you have to understand about something like that is if you're putting anything that's going to be inside a person, you better make sure that thing is durable. You know what I mean? There is no need for me to risk that for the biscuit. Leave that to somebody else. I don't need to be a jack of all trades. Where's everybody at? Where's everybody coming from? How's everybody doing today? I'm in Virginia in the US. I looked at the stats yesterday, and it seems like most people are from the US. It was 15%, and then 10% of people were from India. What up, my Indian brothers? I grew up with a lot of Indian people in New Jersey. Some of my best friends, Punjabi. Or I'm antisocial now, but back then. Jason from Australia, what up? Jose, you already know, what up? Patching the fence. I'm sorry, dog. So this live stream, hold up. How long have we been going? So like, let me know what you think about this. We've been going for almost 30 minutes, and I have said like 3 to 7 times what I'm doing. Should I keep repeating for the people that stay with me? Should I keep repeating? I would rather somebody who shows hella love and understands what's going on kind of takes that over for me. I feel like I would be less annoying to all of you. It would just make the experience better for all of you. Dang, y'all. I could definitely go for some hip hop though right now. If I could do some music. I think a lot of people here, according to the YouTube statistics, also like rock music. Are you a rock and roller? What type of music are you into? I need my breath to be consistent while I'm doing this. I can't be like blowing and then start like coughing into my blowhose, or you know when you have like your like kind of like tickling in your chest a little bit or in your throat a little bit. Can't have that. Right, it's collapsing and I'm gonna punch it. We will see how much stress I just caused in a little bit. You know, when this isn't spinning straight and the wobble can create stress, if this is super heated, it's now stopping wobbling, you know what I mean? It's not pulling as hard, because now it's molten and soupy. All right, you see what I'm doing? So that's another thing I'm saving up for. It costs like another $100. Getting one of those sodium flare filters, like 100, 150 bucks, to put a clip over the phone. So when I'm using these torches, it's almost like you can't even see the flame instead of being blinded by the flame like you are now. So if you're down, like, you might win this. I mean, not this one. But if you subscribe and follow me, the rule, I saw one of the rules on Streamlabs is I can make it so you have to be a subscriber to be able to win this. But it's like, you just saw me make this live, I'd be like, yo, stay in the stream the entire time to enter, that's it. You don't gotta pay a thing, just stay in the stream the entire time. And this could be yours. And then I run that app. But I don't really know anything about it. So I would still have to look into it, see how much like a monthly subscription costs. So shoot, if you're all down to support any of that, Cash App in the bio. This is borosilicate COE 33 on the glassblower. This is a glass lathe. I'm trying to thin out the bottom right now because I want this flat part right there to be the bottom, not this bump I'm tearing away right now. I don't know if you saw that try to push out, but now timing, try to take advantage of that. Nope, just too thin, fitting. So now what I have to do basically is paddle that flat. Try to set my torch in a good position. I'm resting my hand torch on my GTT. Like, subscribe, drop an emoji. Know that as soon as I figure out Streamlabs, I'm going to start doing the giveaways. Know that if you're trying to be a glassblower, I'm working out how to get you discounts on machines that are this expensive from guys that normally have never done that. So support your boy so your boy can support you. Mutual growth, right? Providing opportunities for each other. I'm just holding my paddle here pretty much now. Like, I think it's good. I just don't think this is like flat. Which means I'm not heating it in the right section. Let's try again. Another thing for me to save up for is a lapidary. So I could just have taken the cup and like zoop and have it be much cleaner. Alright, so we're about to put this in the oven in a second. How's everybody doing today? Hope everybody's doing well, staying warm. My name is Zach, I'm a glassblower. I'm in Virginia. We just made a shot glass. If you subscribe and smash some emojis, later today I'm gonna figure out how to do Streamlabs so we can start running some giveaways in these streams for things I'm making in these streams. Alright. So what I gotta do right now, excuse me. Dang, that was a loud one. Alright, I'm gonna be putting this in the oven, and the plan after that, I have another base prepped. We have other sections prepped. We have that green. So it's like, this is what we're thinking about right now. But I also have to make a jade white lift-off cap, and that will not take very long. Have a section right there also. I mean, we got sections on sections. But this is the experimental moist raspberry that we started last night. It's just starting to turn red. So I'm thinking if we prep this red base, smash this onto it, that would actually be pretty dope. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put that in the oven. We're gonna put this in the chucks. I'm gonna put the punty on that side. We're going to push a bump, either like this one or the bell. We could decide after I put that in the oven, and then we'll mush that on, and that will be shot glass number 2 for today. All right, putting this down for now. Put that down for now. That down for now. For now. Of course, it's stuck. Alright. Dude, this is such a nice purple. I just ordered more of it. I think this was the dense purple amethyst by Lunar Glass, but I just ordered just the regular opal amethyst, which is also like a purple, but if you do a layer on top of each other, dude, it looks so cool. When you reduce it, it says to get more of like an opaque, milky color. So it's like, if you think that's dope, I'm also trying to get us all discounts on those glass, right? So it'd be like, yo, this is the link, this is where I get these raw glass materials, 10% off for you, 10% commish for me. Beautiful for everybody. And you'll have the benefit of seeing how I work with it, you know, all that stuff. All right, so now we're putting this red. I'm gonna just wipe it off real quick. It's been sitting there for a minute. All right, Gucci. All right, real quick. Do you think this is hot, yes or no? You think that's gonna be hot, yes or no, real quick? This is the thing we just tore away. Don't be scared. I don't know if I wanna save this. You see how like wonky that is? That's crazy thin. I really like the transparent black though, but I think I'm just gonna chuck this in my recycling, to be honest. It's kind of small. So I'm in my garage. gonna let this cool down for a second, but basically when I'm done, I'm just gonna chuck it right there. So I'm just gonna put that down there for a second. Let's move the camera back over real quick. All right, put the punty up, like I said. What is a punty? That is a punty. All right. Crazy cotton mouth. Dang. So y'all know, stay hydrated out there. If you got a dry mouth, it's bad for your teeth and for your gums. Saliva helps get at bacteria, helps protect your teeth enamel. I don't know if y'all knew that. So it's good to drink water if that's an issue. Chewing gum with xylitol in it. I'm not sponsored. Feel free to sponsor the Propane King, your boy Zach. That Pure Gum, PUR, has xylitol in it. It's supposed to help you salivate. And then like Biotine, they got the mouthwash or whatever. You know, you could use that too. Just, I would not like eat or drink or anything like that after using it. For a little while, let it do its thing. And then another huge one, like if your breath be kicking, right? Like kicking, like you're Don Quixote with that going on smelly adventures. You probably have like dried boogers and like phlegm and like caked up, you know, from dry nose. So I don't know if you ever heard of saline, like salt. They have like nose sprays and solutions where it's like you put a pack in this thing and it's like you shake it up with water. It's basically like salty water. And it's like a flush, you know, and it also moisturizes your nasal passages. Pro tips from me to you. What up? Holler at your boy. Smash some buttons if you just learned something or you think those tips are useful. Smash that subscribe. Stay for more than 10 seconds. Kick it with the community. I feel like a psycho sometimes, like I'm talking to myself in these live streams. Right? Because I'm not looking at anything. I'm just kind of like going off the cuff. Did I? Dang. I thought that was for, you know what? Boogie's Child, what up? Boogie Child said 100, he sent 100 for 2 jewels. Dude just sent 2 jewels, y'all. 1,000 randos for 10 seconds versus the homie kicking it and staying, you know, and sliding those 2 jewels. Forget those people. What up, everybody? What up? Though that is interesting to know, I guess, for future stuff. I figured that would have been like, yo, dude, he just dropped a knowledge bomb. Damn, Zach's the homie. I'm in Virginia right now. Born in New York. I was born in New York. Queens Boulevard. Mom Bronx, Dad Brooklyn. Was raised in New Jersey. Don't tell anybody. Not haha. If you're from New Jersey, maybe you would also laugh about being from New Jersey. Then I moved to Florida. From Florida, I was in Orlando. Like my last job before I was like seriously just doing this. I was a front desk agent at a Disney hotel. I won hella awards. You know what I mean? Like the employee of the month every week type awards. And then I got, you know, this was a lot more fulfilling than those types of pat on the backs. Patching the fens, I didn't lose 1,000. Dude is messing with me. All right. Come on now, playing with my heart. Oh dang, what up? What up, Raphael? I mean, I'm still new to Virginia, and I've just been like kicking it at my crib, you know, doing the glass thing in the studio. Like, I haven't really ventured out, go to like the supermarket, you know, the post office, stuff like that. So I don't really know Virginia, but I lived in New Jersey a really long time, and I know Virginia. I mean Jersey, sorry. Have you ever seen the show The Jersey Shore? Well, shoot, man. I guess they don't wanna win anything. They don't wanna win some free stuff. I guess none of them are makers that think it would be dope to be able to do some type of collabo on live stream while when I figure out the StreamYard stuff. Y'all gotta remember, I've only been doing this for like a month. So we're really just figuring, I'm saying we, because it's like you and me together, you and me and us. Like, we're the dream team right now making this happen. Nah, I really just do my own thing. I have definitely made major impact in my industry, but I am pretty much just like solo dolo. Never really collab. Never really done too much artistic stuff. It's just been like simple proto concepts. Been featured in High Times magazine twice for my original glass concepts. Made the first aftermarket attachments for like the Puffco and the Carta, the first aftermarket tethers, stabilizer bases. But like none of that really necessitates collabing. I went to like 2 or 3 Champs trade shows, but honestly, you can pretty much do everything via social media. You know, sometimes I almost think it's better to just stay on social media because you don't invite the opportunities to like not be as cool as people might think you are on social media. You know what I mean? I don't know if that makes sense. But I definitely need to start getting out and traveling more. Hold on. This is warming up, by the way. This is a thicker transparent red, so we're not like wasting time or gas here. We're just getting ready to work with it. Nah, I've been blowing glass since 2017, like the very end of 2017 into 2018. In 2017, my buddy and I started this company, ZC Glass, for Zach and Cole. My buddy's name was Cole. And we released the first like Q-tip station for the for that space, which is just like a dab. Sorry. It's a cap holder, a pick holder, a place for your swabs, an ISO tank reservoir with like one of those pumps. Bonjour, bonjour. No, I don't wear shade 5s. Why are you wearing shade 5s? I also don't rock the Phillips lenses anymore. They are terrible, in my opinion, the shade 3s. Let me show y'all. So I dropped stupid money on these glasses. Hold on. These are shade 3s, right? Look how cool that looks, right? What's that on the side? That non-sponsored Nike swoosh? What's that? Brand name frames that look dope. My eyes would bother me like a lot back when I was in Florida working every day because I was making, I had a distribution order to fill for like 500 of my short path zipper toppers and caps, and so it was like a lot of units to make. My eyes would feel terrible, and this guy Jeff Glass Art recommended this other company called Auralens, and the Auralens Shade 3s, it's like night and day if you look at their technical data sheets. So I use Shade 3s. I mean, unless you're working with quartz. I also use a GTT Mirage, so the flames, I guess, are not as big as if you're using like a 70cc Herbie or something like that. What up, everybody? Like, subscribe, shoot your boy some jewels, hit the Cash App, link in the bio, check out my website, link in the bio, check out my Instagram, link in the bio. Subscribe if you want to dip but want to win some stuff in the future. Nah, Auralens Shade 3, dude. Game changer. 100% a game changer. Do I make marbles? Nah. I have not really dove into making super artistic stuff. I have, however, trapped opals inside of glass. So some people encase opals where it's just a solid glass marble, right? And in the center is the opal, which is almost like one with the marble at this point. I trap the opal inside the glass, so it's like a little maraca. So you could shake it around, and you could hear it. Maybe if I turn this off for a second, hold on, let's see if you could hear it better. I don't know if you heard that, maybe you didn't. I think this is definitely getting ready to push. I think they're actually out of business. So if you were gonna get them, you would have to get them off of one of the other glass sites. Also, bro, I don't know if you know ABR Imagery, but I'm trying to work out a deal with them right now where I could get glass blowers and anybody else checking out my pages an extra 10% off on their glass orders and 5% off of equipment, tools for their first purchase for the tools, but forever for the glass. What up, Will Collins 9618? What up, brother? What up, dog? 100 jewels for my boy. What up? Or 2 jewels for your boy. What up? What up is, I need to get some water. I said I was going to step to the side to get water before, and what I grabbed was some coffee, which is definitely not water and dries you out even more. Anybody else want to take over for me in the comment section real quick while I get a sip of water? Tell everybody what's going on. What up? Oh, man. Nope. Nope. Fail. Definitely needs like a space to be a little bit further back, and then boom. All right. We have an idea for how to tweak the next version. For now though, let's finish this up. That was a 3D printer in there. Yeah. And also starting to get into doing like drinkware. Trying to start doing some more artistic stuff. So I've been making on these live streams. Like I have made some toppers, yeah, for sure. Like I'll show you one or two that I really, you know what? Let me push this, then if you're still here and interested, I'll take the phone down and show you some of the stuff that we've made. I've made, we've made on this live stream, on these live streams. Let me put this away. So if you missed it, this would be the foot to the shot glass, this would be the top part, and then ultimately I'm going to take it to the wet saw and just zoop. I have a few sections prepped out already. But I think this was, we hit some decent numbers this live stream, so I'll be good. Maybe we won't do the late night, and instead I'll finish Pluribus while figuring out the whole Streamlabs thing. Have any of you used Streamlabs before? Let me know in the comments section. Have you used Streamlabs before? And do you think it's better or worse than Riverside? So if you didn't, hold up. All right, I put it back on. So if you didn't hear, the question was, do you have any experience using Streamlabs or Riverside? The thing that looked interesting about Streamlabs, and I don't know if Riverside offers this, was the being able to do the giveaways during the live streams. But I think I saw that Riverside is supposed to be better for like editing, or I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Let me change this angle a little bit real quick. Yo, Hohem, DJI, if you want to sponsor your boy, or anybody that has cool streaming gear, I would really love to be able to do some awesome and interactive streaming. Probably need to get some help from one of y'all to, you know, moderate and stuff. And I would totally make it worth your while, because we hit big numbers. People don't stay for that long right now, but you could totally monopolize on that, you know, and bring your own thing to the table. And while I'm doing my thing, you know, you could talk about your thing. Show your thing off. At one point, I think it would be super dope if other creators came on that like do stuff like this in a way that we could collab. Like if you're a woodworker and you know you can figure out some cool way to integrate my glass with that, or something that would be really cool if you're a tattoo artist and I figure out how to start sleeving the glass. So it's like this red layer, for example, would be underneath a white layer. So when you like start etching and doing your scribe thing, you reveal the red underneath it. Probably so much stress in this right now. Why am I saying there's stress in this probably right now? Because I was more focused on talking to y'all than letting this get hot enough. Alright, so the next question, and I haven't seen your answers to that first yet, but the next question is, what is the next question? I just forgot. Maybe it'll come back to me. Gonna give it a little curve. Try to flame out any stress. Now let's pull this away. What was the next thing I was gonna ask? Dang. Oh, I was talking about the tattoo stuff and describing. I don't know what I was gonna ask, but basically, if I could layer the glass and have like some color underneath, then you're good with like a tattoo gun. Then you could like etch into the glass and carve some pretty cool designs, because you'd be like revealing the color underneath it. So there's like so many cool things you could try to do. So y'all should most definitely like, subscribe, support your boy, hit him with some super thanks or whatever those are, those tips, hit your boy's Cash App, help empower me to empower us. That looks pretty good. What's up, everybody? What up, what up, what up? Ha, AG, ha. Why? I like doing it at such high speeds because I think the centrifugal force makes it easier to push it like quickly and consistency without causing stress. So I found that going quicker helps me to avoid causing stress. So like, you know, things used to break when I was doing this part right there, and now not so much. So it's like technique you learn while you go. So when it comes to any time I have to push a bump like that, I like picking up the speed. It also allows me to use sharper flames to put like more heat in an area, right? So if it's like spinning around fast, it's like it gets hit with the flames more than if it, I don't know if that makes sense to y'all, but I feel like I could use smaller flames to get like the same effect when it's spinning faster also, depending on the situation. And depending on how large the tubing is, like the larger the tubing gets, the slower I'll go. Alright, so let me scroll back a little bit. J Prime, what up? Nelson, what up? Patching the Fence, my man Will Collins, I remember that. Homie hit me with 2 joules, what up, G? Finrod, we're blowing glass right now. This is the base for a shot glass. Though I do make a lot of other stuff. I told people I would take the phone down and give y'all a little tour. Excuse me, sorry about that. Yo, appreciate you hopping in and letting them know, J Prime. Everybody say what up to Jay. Garrett, what up? Espera, Amayo, if I'm saying that right, what up? Deep Fried, what's up, man? Oh, you're saying that, that's when I walked away and I came back. I probably should walk away again and put my laundry in the dryer. What is lamp working? This is lamp working. Why is it called lamp working? We would both have to Google that or ask, you know, somebody that knew. Okay, August, there's a 3D printer. DJ, what up? Dank Mamba, what up? Yes. All right, I was telling you that I would take the phone down. So he also uses Streamlabs. Dank Mamba and Mr. Terps both vouch for it. DaVinci Resolve for editing. I'm trying to keep this simple though, I'll be honest. I get like super distracted. There's just a lot of hats to wear for just one guy. Until maybe I can make enough money doing this, you know, well, there'll be a budget to, if any of y'all were wanting to join the team. Hey, my man, William, dog. What? Yo, everybody say thank you to William on my behalf. Damn, dude. Yo, Will, I am grateful for you, dog. Hell yeah. Yeah, that's what's up. Everybody like that real quick. Everybody like that real quick. Thank you, dude. I have a lot of things we need to do to step this up. That'll be put to good use, fam. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. There's tools and materials to get. I don't know if you heard, I've been working on making a relationship with a glass supplies company where anybody that's like trying to get on this themselves, there's some like really expensive equipment like this where they don't really have the margins to do discounts, but I convinced them to do like a 5% at least for a one-time purchase for like a discount for some of these tools, well, for all the tools. And then for future, I'm trying to negotiate like a 10% off on all of the glass. And that's like one of the things I'm trying to work out right now. You know, the more tools I get, the cooler collaborations we could do. I'm totally about doing a collab. I don't know if I really have the skill set where it's like if you sent me glass prep work that I could slap something together without it cracking. It's one of the reasons I haven't really done collabs before. Yo, Anna, what up? Yo, everybody say thank you to Anna. Hit me with them jewels. Hit me, you hit me with the high five, I got you with the low. What up? Appreciate you. So shoot, you know? And it's like the more we invest in setting this up and getting more eyeballs on it and having people stay longer in the chats, then the more value that has to everybody else that starts kicking in the community and starts hopping on, you know? We talked about it before, and I think I could do this with Streamlabs, where other people could like hop in on live and like tap in and then just start talking about their own stuff while I do the work. Because I'm using my computer, and my computer is behind me, and like when I'm doing this, that's where my focus is. It's not on anything else really. I guess besides like talking to myself, expecting y'all to listen. For however long, dog. I mean, typically if like I was by myself and not doing this live stream, I would have had that in the oven a long time ago. Trying to keep y'all a little bit entertained though, keeps the visual going, especially until we figure out all these other streaming tools. Yes, I do. My website is Zach8. I have links to my website in my bio. So like basically this one right here now, what we're gonna do, and maybe we'll save this for the tonight. I don't think we're gonna do another live stream tonight. I think I should watch Pluribus and figure out this Streamlabs thing. What do you think? It's gonna get super livery, how you pronounce that? Livery, under the Bunsen for that long. Oh, I'm not judging that at all, dog. I have no idea. I don't really work with this color. This is like an import red. I mean, I could already see the color, you know, fuzzing the heck out. I don't know if you've ever worked with the opaque black import tubing, the Asian tubing, but it starts to like gray out a little bit, which actually looks like, I think, super cool. Here you can start to see different like patterns kind of emerge a little bit based off of how I had it. So maybe what we do is we switch the axis right now while we consider if we're gonna, I mean, we could turn this into a topper, truthfully. But we got 15 toppers on the page right now that are just chilling. So if you want to check my website, zachdesign.com. So this is really like, I think gonna be another shot glass. So I think people would buy that too. I think it'd be cool to make like matching sets. But I think a lot of people really aren't into that genre, that other genre. Goes out, tab. I gotta go check back. See, I also have a terrible memory, man. I need to start creating lists of everybody that kicks it with me in the chat. All of my liver E. Hey, all right. Everybody who was curious of how to pronounce that, it's liver E. Do I take commissions? Sure, hit my email. We'll figure it out. I mean, I've never taken commissions before, but we could try something new. One of the things that I want to do is when I put that link to that glass website, what you do is you go to it, you see what colors or tubing you would want me to work with, and then you shoot me an email, and then I literally make that on the live stream for y'all. And I won't charge like crazy upcharge like, oh, I'm an artist making on live stream, but it could be a cool thing to show to people and be like, yo, this super awesome, super skilled, great looking, funny, smart, talented guy named Zach made this on his live stream for me. What up, everybody? What up, what up? My Glassblower friends, would y'all want to hop on a live stream at some point when I figure this stuff out? And you could show off the stuff that you're doing, even if I am not collabing with you. If I'm like, yo, honestly, I'm going to break whatever, or I'm going to have to send you something to do something with. What up, William? Where's everybody coming from right now? Yo, I just looked at the poll that said, would you be down to participate in a giveaway on my stream for free glass you see me make? And there was 885 votes and 54 people said yes. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. North Carolina, Grand Junction, Colorado. What's up, dog? Let's go back to the studio. What's up, Jason? What up, Duquois? Is it Duca or Duquois? Spell that out phonetically for us. Oh, dude, I'm just kicking it. Like, I could have been done with all of this stuff in like 30 minutes. I mean, maybe not 30 minutes, but I mean, yeah, we've been, you know, we've been chilling. Remember too, this is a live stream. It's not like I'm, you know, playing video games or gotta have things to do. Not trying to make like a billion different things a day, especially if I don't have like the sales for it. You know what I mean? Grand Junction, Colorado, New Jersey. What up, David? What up, Idaho? Doqua. Or is it do? Oh, man, now I'm saying it. Is it do or do? Oh, it would be Du, because it's D-U. Duqua. What up, Duqua? I'm Zach. What up? What up, friend? East Texas. What up? Oh. Man, I gotta figure out that 3D printed stabilizer base too. There's a lot of other stuff to do. I'm gonna have to take stuff to the wet saw anyway. And truthfully, I want to let that other one like rage in the Bunsen for a while. How do I want to play this? I think maybe what happens, because I don't know if the experimental moist raspberry, if I just leave it in the oven at 1100 degrees, if it'll just strike on its own like that. So maybe that's what I do. Maybe I put that in the oven, and then I put the tube in the, well, damn, I haven't started with it yet. Man, things to think about. Things to think about. Oh, the gimbal died. I guess it's that time. The crossing core E-rig is the same dimensions as the Focus V, if I remember correctly. So if I remember correctly, my Carter stuff should fit that perfectly. But yeah, my gimbal died. That's what happened. Super hot. Of course, dude. I feel like I'm not gonna forget Duquano. All right, I'm gonna put that in the oven. I'm gonna end this live stream. Damn, drop this. Appreciate everybody tapping in today. Dude, Will, thank you. Everybody sending the jewels, thank you. I appreciate y'all. I hope to catch y'all later tonight and for tomorrow, birthday live stream. But for now, stay safe.